Hi everybody, Ranger Dave here at Carlsbad Caverns National Park. You know, this park has more than 100 separate caves besides this one. Now of course this one has an elevator and hand railings, so a lot of people can see it. Some of the caves are a little trickier to get through. Today we're going to talk about caving. So a couple of basics when you're caving. Each caver needs to take at least 3 sources of light. You need to tell at least 3 people where you're going. You never go alone. Always go with at least 2 other people, minimum, and a call-out time. We're going to talk a lot about caving today down in the cave. When you're caving, it's not only important to keep yourself safe, you got to keep the cave safe too. These formations are pretty fragile. They're called speleothems. You know, speleon is Greek for cave. That's why you say spelunking for caving. So speleothems, that's your cave formation. Your stalactites, your stalagmites, your cave popcorn. There's many different types, but they're very delicate. One wrong touch and you could destroy it like that. So you got to keep this in mind when you're crawling through a cave. You're watching out for yourself and you're watching out for the cave too. Some tunnels and caves are so tight you can barely fit through, but you never know what's going to lead to. There's a tunnel tighter than this in the cave that opened up into a chamber you could fit a couple football fields inside of. Every good caver knows their squeeze index, like the smallest gap that you're capable of fitting through. As long as you don't try to go any smaller than that, then you're going to be perfectly fine. So caving through squeezes can be a lot of fun. A lot of times, caving involves specialized skills, such as single rope technique, using ropes, harnesses, carabiners, ascenders for going up, descenders for rappelling back down. These are skills that you have to practice and learn from someone that knows what they're doing. It's pretty typical that caves have vertical pits, and if you're near that pit, you have to be clipped into a rope. A lot of the caves of the Guadalupe Mountains have big vertical drops in them. It's a lot of fun learning this stuff, but you have to learn it properly to be safe. So this takes a lot of practice and skills, and there's certainly people out there that can teach these skills to you. It's a lot of fun learning this stuff, but you have to learn it properly to be safe when you're caving. Here we are at the Junior Ranger Station. The Junior Ranger program is a great way to learn more about the cave. It's not just for kids. There's a Junior Ranger program for adults. We even have a Junior Paleontologist program, a Junior Cave Scientist program. There's a lot of information about the cave packed in this little book. Here we are at the Bat Flight Amphitheater, moments away from watching the infamous bat flight. That's what first brought Jim White up onto this hill to look down the mouth of the cave. He said it looked like they were boiling out of the ground. He said any hole that could house such a gigantic army of bats must be a whale of a big cave. Now when you get a huge colony like this, it's almost always a maternal colony.
Maternal colonies, mother bats, they arrive from spring, they migrate, and they arrive pregnant.
They have their babies in a nursery. In the nursery area, there can be 200 bats per square foot on the ceiling.
A mother bat's baby is about 1/3 of the size of the mother bat. So that'd be like if one of you, an average person, gave birth to a baby the size of a toddler.
Come here, young lady. Picture giving birth to a kid this size.
What the bats do.
I hope you enjoyed looking around the caves with me today here at Carlsbad Caverns. It's a lot of great opportunities, and the more you learn, the more you get to do. So come on out to the cave park and we'll show you around.